Seats are locked, seatbelts and harnesses secure. Windows closed and latch and check the head on the runway.
Alright. And then just remember, because we have that about a 12 knot headwind, 7 knot crosswind, and then we do have gusts up to 21. We'll just keep it on the runway probably about 5 knots more than what you usually would, and then rotate off.
Okay.
You have that extra speed in case the gust hits you or anything. Alright, looks like final's clear over here on the right.
Okay. Benton Harbor traffic, Cessna 480 uniform departing runway 28, Benton Harbor. So it's coming from our left. Alright.
Yeah, the strongest wind's out of the west, and then you got that little bit of crosswind out the south there. Got a little dip in the runway there, but it looks like all the equipment's all clear. Made our announcement, nobody said anything to us about being on the runway, so you should be good to go.
Right.
Heading checks. Instruments look good, gauges are in the green. The new runway there. Should be nice. It was getting a little bit rough, so.
Oh, okay. So they're like repaving it or something?
Yeah. Hopefully they'll make it. Hopefully they'll make it.
Harbor traffic, Cessna 3520, joint taking 28 for back taxi.
Alright, that guy right down there, he's gonna back taxi runway 28. With all the taxiways are closed. Yeah, hopefully they make it just a touch longer too, but it doesn't look like they're going to lengthen it at all. I think they're just going to make it, put some new pavement down, so we'll see.
Oh. You know why they closed the other one?
I'm not sure. Maybe it just got too rough, or wasn't, it's a pretty short runway anyway, so it probably just wasn't being used enough, and most of the time the winds are pretty strong from the west here,
okay.
So then that's almost like a direct crosswind to it, so it probably just wasn't used all that much, so it wasn't worth the upkeep. That would be my guess. I'm not sure exactly why though.
Right. Benton Harbor traffic, Cessna 480 uniform turning the pattern to the southwest, Benton Harbor. I think it was like 240 on the way back, but that was with the winds before.
Okay.
So
I would just add just a little bit more to that, and then see if that gets us what we want. So if you had like whatever you had, maybe just add maybe 5 more degrees to it.
to the right?
To the right, and see if that gets us, because I know that we ended up being a little bit further than before. So just a touch, and then see where that lines us up. Like we know, if you lower the nose just a touch, just for a second, see Michigan City there? We know that we want to shoot just to the left of there, right?
Yeah.
So look at that heading and see what that gives us, and see how close to your calculation that was, and then you can kind of adjust from there, you know? And you might not want to go out over the water quite that much, so you might want to let it blow you a little bit to the west and then cut a little bit to the left of there and then turn it. And that's fine too.
Okay. Is there a restriction about the water? Like, I mean, besides maybe
I want to
safe or
just
something?
be within gliding distance of the
Right.
water. I mean, technically, if you wanted to cut direct to Chicago, you could. I just wouldn't recommend it. I just want to, unless I have flotation gear on board, I don't want to, I always want to be within gliding distance no matter what.
Yeah.
But if you are going to go out where you might not be within gliding at just a certain point in time, you know, because we would used to cross the Lake Michigan up there by Beaver Island and so on. You have your life jackets on board and everything like that, but even so, climb up high enough where you can be within gliding distance of at least the island. But in this case, there's not really a reason to go out over the water. So just be along the lakeshore the whole time. At any point in time, if you did lose an engine, or without, you're out of the gliding distance of an airport, you can still put it down either on the beach if you couldn't find a good field. Whereas in this case, you got beautiful fields over here you could use. But if you didn't have the fields and you had to choose between the water or the trees, well, the beach would be a great place to put it down.
Okay.
Just remember, it's going to be soft, so you know, you're going to have to try to bring it in as slow as possible and then bring that nose up as high as you can and try to get the mains to set in, because once they set in, there's a good chance they're going to want to flip. So you want to be going pretty slow and then just pop the doors straight before. So hopefully you never have to use it, but it's just stuff that you can think about and keep just in case. What a beautiful day to fly, though. You picked a good one. I like it. So basically, now that we filed that VFR flight plan, they're going to expect us to be on the route about the same time and so on that you had put in your calculations and everything. And they're going to expect you to land there. And then if they don't hear from you within a half hour of when you were supposed to have landed, then they're going to call you. And if you don't answer, they're going to start the process of trying to find you. Like when we came here, we used flight following. You can choose, I just want to do flight following. Great. Or you can say, you know what, I don't want to do flight following, I just want to fly on my VFR flight plan. The important part is if you file a plan, make sure to close it.
Okay.
So you can either close it in the air, talking to them on the radio, or when you land, just call them up and let them know, hey, I'm entering downfield at my destination and I'd like to close my VFR flight plan. Okay. And then, if you start doing it on your iPad, like what I do a lot of times, I can actually open a flight plan and close it right from my iPad. So you can do it from the computer as well. That's an option, but I'd rather you learn it this way first, because the other way is super easy. I mean, it's pushing a button.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can figure that out. But even with that one, you have to be careful because it's so easy, you can forget about it. And you just have to click that button when you land. So a lot of people, they'll put like a reminder up, like a little sign on their flight plan, like remember to close your flight plan. It'll be on their checklist, or they'll have like a sticky note somewhere that just reminds them, hey, I need to make sure that my flight plan's closed. Do you have any favorite flights that you've taken so far yet?
My favorite flight is probably still the night flight that you took around Chicago. Yeah, that was really...
Yeah, that was pretty fun. Did we do the Eisenhower transition that night or no? Okay, I think we went out to DeKalb, right? And then did we go between right through here?
Yeah.
And then down?
We were right by the... And then we went sorry, down the lakeshore, yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't remember if that's what I did. It's been a lot of flights still, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that Eisenhower transition at night is just so gorgeous. I enjoy it. So that was like a VFR, like a path they made for VFR pilots to go through this Class B? Yeah, so basically you're not in Class B, you're actually under the Class B. Okay. So it's like a little corridor that you can use because you're under Class B the whole time, but then you're between Bravo and then the Charlie airspace of Midway. So it's that little corridor that you have, that little window that they pretty much have for you. A lot of helicopter news traffic and stuff goes through there. That's why either be really comfortable on the radios, be really comfortable using flight following, and always use it through there. Even though technically, legally, you don't have to. Yeah. I don't think it would be wise piloting decision not to, especially since it's available to you. And then just know your landmarks really well going through there. So I prefer to go through there with like a movie map GPS. You can do it just with your, map that you have, but know your landmarks really well because you do not want to be violating that airspace because not only is it, is it a problem like, I'm getting in trouble, but more importantly than even getting in trouble is you could actually honestly hurt people because there's hundreds of, passenger planes that are going out of there every single day.
Yeah.
Pretty busy airports. No, I want to ask for the altimeter that is
Say again?
Altimeter that is on the ground. That airplane's coming back down to the south there. I think he just wanted to cut up and see the lake, and now he's cutting back down. But we'll just keep our eye on him in case he decides to come back up.
The last time I did a cross country was in August.
August? That's too long, girl.
I know.
I'm surprised you remember any of this. Okay. You're like, okay, whatever. Sure, I'm comfortable.
It's a lot. I think I'm good though.
Okay. Alright, so the next thing we could do is, how would you close your flight plan if you wanted to go ahead and just close it in the air?
I would probably contact ground point or Terre Haute radio.
Yeah, it should be Terre Haute radio. On what frequency is that?
1235.
185? Or 65?
65.
Alright, 12365. How about we go ahead and do that, just for the experience of it, because you know how to make a phone call, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so you're not going to learn anything from that. So let's go ahead and try to close our flight plan with Terre Haute. So just call them up and hold them up.
Terre Haute radio, Cessna 480 uniform.
Aircraft calling Terre Haute radio 123.65. Are you trying to contact flight service?
Hey, affirmative.
Affirmative. 480 uniform.
And just let them know you'd like to cancel your VFR.
Calling Terre Haute radio. I'm sorry, you're coming in a little bit hazy here. Can you slowly repeat your call sign and intentions, please?
Just repeat it very slowly and say you'd like to cancel your VFR flight plan.
This is Cessna 48 Sierra uniform, and we would like to cancel a VFR flight plan.
November 48 Sierra uniform, you said you wanted to close out your VFR flight plan, is that correct?
Affirmative 48 Sierra uniform.
November 48 Sierra uniform, I understand you're on the ground at 05 Charlie. Your VFR flight plan has been closed at this time. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
That'll do it for a Sierra uniform.
That'll do it. Thank you very much. 48 Sierra uniform.
That's okay. The point is, she got it closed. So, in other words, they're not having to watch us. They don't have to worry about us. It's officially closed. We're on the record that we're safe and sound where we want to go. Okay. Now, I want you to do one other thing, but if you don't want to do it, it's okay. All right? If you're comfortable with it, we could go to Gary, do a landing, and then fly back to Griffin. But if you don't want to waste the time doing that, it's okay with me. But
No, that's fine. I mean, I don't care about the time.
okay.
Again, it's been a really long time since I've done Class D airspace, so.
Cool. So I just think it'd be a good experience for you to go up in there. So I'm going to go ahead and get the weather set for you real quick here. And then we'll listen to the weather. And then we can...
Current information Oscar 1445 Zulu weather observation. Wind 2309er visibility 15. Sky conditions. Sea clouds at 25,000. Temperature 16.5. Altimeter 3006. Visual approaching east landing is 0.30. Note set at 53. Ground control frequency is for vehicles only. Aircraft contact Gary Tower frequency 125.6 for all services.
So basically, if you remember, we'll just call them up and get a response from them, obviously first. And then they'll want to know, what do you want? And then you just let them know that your 4-8 Sierra uniform, about 6 miles to the southeast, information Oscar, and you would like to come in for a landing.
Okay. Let's see, where's the radio?
And we're on their frequency right now.
What do they call them? Approach or control? Or?
No, just Gary Tyler, this is Cessna 4-8 Sierra uniform, and then just pause.
Gary Tower, this is Cessna 48 Sierra uniform.
And just start a slow left turn.
Cessna 48 Sierra uniform. We are about 6 miles southeast of Gary with information Oscar, and we'd like to lead in. Don't try to do it. Is that how you do it?
58 Sierra uniform, Gary Tower, make a straight in, runway 30, report a 3 mile final.
Report a 3 mile final. 48 Sierra uniform.
And then always add that runway in there. So he told us the runway 30, so always add that in there. I should have said it with you, but... So every
Go
time...
back down?
No, you don't have to go down. Go ahead. continue that turn to the left then. And but just for next time,
Okay.
just want to add the important stuff. So he said we can make a straight in for runway 30, report a 3 mile final.
Steering tower again.
Yeah, Gary Tower to Cessna 480 uniform, 3 mile final, runway 30. And then just stop. You don't need to repeat the Gary afterwards because he's a control tower. He's paying attention. It's not like other airports where you're wanting to say it at the beginning and the back.
Right.
You can just say it.
Okay. Gary Tower, Cessna 480 uniform, 3 mile final for runway 30.
Cessna 80 uniform, runway 30, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 30, Cessna 480 uniform.
Good job. Perfect. That's just how it's supposed.
Right.
Now all you have to do is do a beautiful landing and impress me. The simple bit part, right? What? And remember, this is a lot wider and longer runway than what you're used to landing on. So a lot of students, what they'll try to do is they'll try to flare way high. So just let it keep coming down. You're not as low as what you think you are, but then at the same time, make sure you still flare because you don't want to just ram it into the ground.
Yep.
It's a little windy out today. So remember, we're going to carry that little bit of extra speed because of the wind. So we can add a touch of power in because we got the glide path coming in right now, and we're right on. See the two red? So you're right on glide path now. You've captured it. So let's get ourselves stabilized. Get it right on what we want. Looking good. Get that left crosswind, so bring it down a little bit lower, and then just a little bit of left wing down, a little bit more right rudder, and we'll be just what we need. There we go. As we slow down, we'll bring in that correction so that we stay right in the center. And we'll roll out to Charlie there. They'll plan to make the right turn onto Charlie. When he asks us our intentions, we'll say we just want to taxi back to runway 30 for a south departure to Griffin.
Uniform, where are you parking at today?
Go ahead and tell him. We want to taxi back to runway 30 for a south departure to Griffin.
We'd like to taxi back for a south departure to Griffith, 480 uniform.
Cessna 80 uniform, roger, runway 30, taxi via Alpha.
What did you say?
Runway 30 via Alpha.
Runway 30 via Alpha, Sierra uniform.
Good. So we're clear over here on the right. We can make that turn onto Alpha, and then we can go ahead and do our after landing checklist.
Gary Tower, broadcast names information, Popeye, altimeter 3005.
005, cool.
Do I need to go back to that?
No, you should be fine.
Oh, it's not so bad.
No, not bad at all. I've got the airplane if you want to run that checklist real quick. Cool. All done?
All done.
Alright, your airplane controls.
What?